Okay, so here is how you build a bishop that will kick some major ass. In my opinion, either a Felper or a Fairy are the best choices. Don't worry about their vitality. It's not going to matter by the time you get them power leveled. I always focus on speed because I like my casters to be fast. Once you distribute your points, this is from scratch. You're going to want their piety and their intelligence to be as high as you can get them. And then for your spell picks, you can actually store your points. You don't have to pick spells with every level, but I'm just showing you this as a level 1. If you were to create, you would want Heal Wounds and Paralyze for your first 2 spells if you're creating from scratch. You want to focus a little bit on their wizardry and their divinity because that's the magic combination. And then you're going to want to put your spells into water, air, divine. Don't worry about mental and earth because we're going to level those. Basically a power level version. You can add like 1 point to them or whatever, but like I said, we're going to power level them. So that's pretty much how you would want to distribute the points. I'm not going to keep this character. That was just basically showing what you're going to want to focus on with your bishop. So I don't want to keep this character. So basically what you're going to want to do is when you get to Arnica, you're going to want to go and pay Anna a visit. This is where she's at on the map. She's in the far north corner. And you are looking for a Book of Knocks and a Book of Traps. So you're looking for the Knock Knock spell and you're looking for Divine Trap. Once you get those 2 books, you should have enough points by then to learn them. If you don't, that's okay. We can fix that real quick. After you get those 2 books and learn them, you're going to want to go to the bank. Alright, we got a fight here. So I'm going to pause for just a second. Actually, I'll just do the damn fight. Now, one thing that I'd like to point out is that if you can see, all of my fighters that can fight from a distance have ranged weapons. RFS has wrist rocket with stones. The samurai's got a crossbow with bolts. The ninja has the cursed cane of corpus, so she can't ranged. Monk has wrist rocket. Ranger has eagle eye bow. You can buy that at Pharaoh and Rapax Rift. On your initial round, you want to just basically start throwing your projectiles at them. You'll go through a lot of projectiles, but as you can see, the monk just did ×3. They'll move into range, don't worry about that. If you can hit any of them and start damaging them, then you're doing fine. See, he already killed one from a distance. These are higher level characters. These characters are in the 19 to 20 range. But basically, if you arrange your fighters, even your backline fighters, even your mages, with some sort of ranged weapon, then you're already doing damage to them before they even come into your range to hit you. So I'll just let these guys go through the motions. Nice shot, Vi. So as far as the NPCs that travel with you, I always get RFS because he's OP. And I usually go with Vi Domina because she's just part of the storyline. She's not my favorite. She makes an okay healer, backup healer. So at this point I'm getting bored, so next round I'm going to move into range and just go ahead and annihilate them. Once you get to Pharaoh, you can buy some really good stuff that really helps with your damage. Recommend having a whole lot of money saved up. Pharaoh is extremely expensive, but the gear that you get, a lot of it is best in slot. So sell everything that you can think of, everything you don't need at this point. Sell your light heals. If you have an alchemist, they'll use all of that. Can make potions while you're sleeping so that you can sell them. So I always kill the people in the bank because they drop a lot of money. And the little quest that you can get for turning the diamond in isn't worth nearly as much as just keeping the diamond for yourself and selling it. And then you're going to want to open the elevator. And this is the control panel here behind her desk. You'll just have to push those buttons. I have never really found a pattern for which one will open the gate. You're looking for the second. You're looking for the second gate. And after you've learned the knock knock spell, you're going to want to come down here. There is another way in if you don't want to kill the bank guards. You can find this same door. If you go to the prison, open the second cell, go through the floor, and you'll go through a tunnel that'll lead you to this door on the other side. There's some good items behind it. So once you get to this door, as you can see, this is an 8-tumbler door. What you're going to want to do is your character, your alchemist, or bishop, once they have knock knock, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to spam level 1. Do not go past level 1. Just sit there and spam knock knock on this 8-tumbler door until you run out of magic power. It'll take approximately from like level 1 to whatever. It takes about 45 minutes to get them capped out. And as you sit and do this, they gain skill points. He's probably not going to because he's pretty high level, but I think you get what I'm saying. Is you just sit there and spam that level 1 knock knock on the door. And see, yep, he still got, see how he got skill ups for that? He got earth magic and power cast. And if his alchemy wasn't already mega capped, he would get alchemy skill ups. So then you would just rest them. Nothing is going to attack you. You can stay here infinitely. You can power level your earth magic and your alchemy or wizardry on the door. There, the other one for Divine Trap is exactly the same, where you will find a treasure box that hasn't been opened but is trapped. There's one on the road from Arnica. There's also one behind the fence in the graveyard. Just take your bishop, learn Divine Trap, and spam level 1 Divine Trap over and over and over on that chest. Don't open it. I will show you where a good chest is at, where you won't be attacked. I've never been attacked there. I will mark it on the map for you. Or if you want to, you can also, if you haven't looted the boxes in the inn, the treasure chests that are in the inn where Helly is at, shut the door and spam it on those boxes. Divine Trap is what you're looking for. Do that, rinse, repeat, and that is how you power level their magic. You always, with your bishop, you want to focus on their intelligence and their piety at the same time as you level. As they level, you can store. You don't have to pick a spell at all. You do not. You can store your spell points until they learn something that you want. And as you power level them up, you will be able to pick pretty much anything. It works on a bishop. It'll work on an alchemist. It'll probably, since Divine Trap is mental, it would probably work on a psionic as well. As for your positioning, you're going to want to make sure that your bishop is well guarded. You're going to want your bishop, I don't know why RFS is in this position. I have no idea why I have him there. You want your bishop to be in the middle so that they are guarded. And then I usually put them, the front line fighters are up front, obviously, so they can hit short range. And then I usually have RFS and Vi guarding the back. And again, I always have the bishop in the middle because that way they are guarded. I hope this helps.